Many South Africans celebrated the start of spring with a beer or glass of wine in hand. I did exactly that.
Me too.
We were out in Vilakazi Street in Soweto, had a nice glass of Merlot.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I was out in my neighborhood, but yes, also that. But there's an organization that's encouraging you to go alcohol-free for the season.
World Without Wine, can you imagine? Anyway, has launched the Sober Spring Challenge, encouraging you not to drink for, wait for it partner, 66 days.
Ah, that's more than 2 months, eh?
Yeah, more than 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sobriety advocate Janet Goran joins us now from our Cape Town studio to tell us about the thinking behind all of this.
Hey, Janet, good morning and welcome to Morning News Today. Before we get into your campaign, tell us more about your organization. Surely that odd glass of wine or bottle of beer can't be bad.
Good morning, guys. Well, World Without Wine, I'll tell you a little about our organisation first. The whole story started 4 years ago when it became apparent to many people, including myself, that I would have to stop drinking alcohol. I struggled to find some help here in South Africa. I went to AA, it didn't work for me, so I went overseas and I found a workshop in London, where I'm from. One-day workshop, and it helped me enormously, and I managed to stop drinking. And then when I got back here to South Africa, I decided that with my background in training and development, I could design my own workshop. So 3 years ago, World Without Wine was born. We've run 27 workshops. We offer coaching and online support and campaigns like Sober Spring.
Well, Janet, you moved from Dry December, that's how you started. Now you're moving on to Sober Spring. What exactly is the aim of this campaign? What are you trying to achieve?
Yes, sure. Well, first of all, Dry January, we've been doing that for the last 3 years. We use that as a fundraising platform, and we've raised a lot of money for an NGO called Earthchild, who we partner with. And what's happened is people have been writing to me saying, oh, I felt so good after Dry January. We don't want to wait until next January. Can't you have a campaign and some support during the year? So we had to think about this, and we came up with Sober Spring. So Sober Spring is 66 days of sobriety, supported online support and also group support. So how it works is people go to worldwithoutwine.com and they register. And then every day of the 66 days, they will receive an email containing tools, tips, inspiration. And then more importantly, I think, is the group support. What we do is we put everybody in a WhatsApp group and a Facebook group. And it's fantastic the way everybody talks to each other and keeps each other going. And we had a campaign that started on the 1st of September. And that WhatsApp group is on fire. It's such fun. Everybody's encouraging each other, counting through the days. And our next campaign starts on the 23rd of September. So if people want to join, all they need to do is go to worldwithoutwine.com. It's on the homepage. The link is in a bright green box. They can't miss it. So we're saying, give your liver a holiday. And more importantly, test your dependence on alcohol, because alcohol is very insidious. It creeps up on us and we become dependent, some of us, before we know what's happening. So it's a great way just to see, are you really itching a little bit too much for that glass of wine at 6 o'clock, or can you leave it?
Now, Janet, exactly on that point, who's the target audience here? Who are you targeting? Who are you trying to help?
I'm so sorry, I can't hear that question.
Can you hear me now, Janet?
Yes, that's a little better, yes.
Okay, I was saying exactly to that last point we were making there a short while ago. Who are you trying to help here? Who's the target audience?
Oh, the target. Well, there's a phrase that's coming into use now called almost alcoholics, if I could talk about that for a moment. Because I would say a lot of people that come to our workshops, they're not alcoholics, but they're on a slippery slope. They're almost alcoholics. So I think as human beings, we love to put each other in boxes, don't we? So we have our hardcore alcoholic, the one that pours vodka on the cornflakes in the morning. And obviously that person, they need to get down to AA sharpish and sort themselves out. Or you get the person that's got no issue with alcohol, He or she might have a glass of champagne at a wedding, but alcohol's not really on their radar. But in between those two extremes, there's millions of us. And some of us progress as we get older, we progress along that spectrum of alcoholism. And when we get to a certain point, one could call us almost alcoholics. And it's a kind of dangerous place to be. The kind of people that come to our workshops, and in fact, I was certainly one of those people, they would drink a bottle of wine in the evening, or every evening, and sometimes a little more at the weekends. So I'm trying to really say to people like that, give yourself a break. Maybe you might be on a slippery slope, so take a break. See if you can sail through your 66 days with no problem at all, and that's fantastic.
Okay.
Because we do recommend to people that they don't drink more than 1.5 bottles of wine a week, because if you keep to that level, that in equivalent to beers, that's about 7 beers. If you can keep to that kind of consumption, then that's fantastic. And I say enjoy it. But if you're drinking a lot more than that, that's when you need to maybe just take a break. Give your liver a holiday, have 66 days off, and you'll feel fantastic. I can guarantee you that.
Great.
Janet, thank you very much. Some good advice there. 1.5 bottle of wine a week.
Yeah.
That should be okay,
That
but
should
don't
be
go
okay.
beyond that. Or
Yeah.
7 beers.
A week, not a night,
week.
Dan.
Not a night. Yeah, just
A week.
a week. Let's just stress a week.
I said a week. Sorry, I meant a week.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah, you
Janet.
did say a week.
Yeah, 1.5 bottle of wine a week maximum.
That's
Thank you
doable.
very much, Janet. And people can go online. That's World Without Wine. You can Google it and you can find it.
Very
And
interesting
it's
initiative. And you're not
simple.
saying all the time, just to give your body a break, see how you can deal with
Yeah,
that.
but
All
if
right.
you manage it, yeah, you might think you're not there, you're almost an alcoholic. Be careful.
Be careful. Don't look at me like that.